Hi everyone, welcome to Film Freaks.
A show for film fun and all things entertainment.
I'm Jessica Lai.
And I am Avi Flores, and we are back with some more recap on this awesome show, Luke Cage.
Episode 5 and 6.
Yes, another 2 episodes in, and right off the bat, I will say that these 2 episodes were much slower than what we've got from episodes 1 through 4, but it's still a very good show, like nothing really like bad by saying that it's slow. Definitely a lot more story being fleshed out, and I feel like it's setting up for what's to come. But let's get into episode 3. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say again with the music, like they're knocking this stuff. They have a handle on this music thing for this show, and it is amazing. It's probably like a good 3-4 minutes long of this guy just kind of rapping, very hip hop-ish, very urban, as you get to see Rosario come in with her character that we met in Daredevil. But I thought it was great. I love that intro of just straight music, so it was awesome. I loved it.
Yes, it was. I can't emphasize just the rapping and again the montage of live music, and you get to see Cottonmouth listening to the music, just vibing to the tracks that he's to the song that he's listening to.
Right.
But at the same time, you get the story of Luke Cage or somebody else within that storyline progress with the song. So you definitely get a montage, but it doesn't feel like a montage, and it just gives you a fleshed out segment, and it's just great. Like we can't emphasize enough how amazing this track is.
Yeah, absolutely. So this episode 3 is pretty much all about the reveal of Luke Cage, that he's behind everything, and Cottonmouth is pissed. So he's trying to retaliate against Luke Cage because they can't physically hurt him. So what can they really do? Well, they're going to hurt the people of the city because, that's where they're going to get at him. So what'd you think about this, how it all played out in episode 3?
I think it was clever.
My bad, episode 5.
I think it was clever in Cottonmouth's perspective, but at the same time, it shows a level of weakness. Shades did mention that. He's like, man, you're letting this guy get under your skin,
right?
And you're doing stupid tactics to get back at him,
right?
And is making him look weaker while oppressing the city. So
right.
You get a lot of those elements. I think it was really well done. But it was a catapult to further Cage's mindset of becoming this hero who he's trying so hard to avoid.
Right. Yeah. It kind of pushes him to the brink where the neighborhood in the city of Harlem is getting beat up. They're getting oppressed, and he's pretty much had enough of that, and he starts to lash out. And doing it in a suit.
I was going to say, I almost cut you off there. I was like, I saw the suit well fit. I'm loving the suit. And I was like, dude, he's kicking butt with a pimped out suit. I loved it.
Yeah,
it was great.
It was awesome. Like, he gets back stolen money, the stolen items that's going on. He goes to Cottonmouth's place, like shows up there, just kind of showing him up, like, dude, what's up? Which was awesome. But even bigger than that, to me, like, the best part of episodes 5 and 6 was the funeral scene.
Yes.
When Cottonmouth goes up there and talks and, try to be all savvy and, play it cool with these people, and then Luke Cage is like, nah. So it was pretty epic.
Right,
I love
right
that.
Before he got up, I was like, this is actually Luke Cage's powers right here. The power of charisma and speaking to the people and speaking positive and a better outlook. And sure enough, he outshined the heck out of him.
Yeah, and I love the line right at the end where he was like, I'm glad that you did come so I could. It was better to embarrass you here in front of everybody than showing up in your club and trying to do it there. So that was amazing. So I really like that. And then Officer Misty, when she says that, or Detective Misty, saying that you need to get out if you're gonna be trouble, and he's like, I'm not going nowhere. So that like Luke Cage is like, I'm here. It's time to do this. Right. So again, it was a lot slower paced, both episodes 5 and 6, but still very good. Like I said, fleshing out the story, continuing the progress of it. And then we get into episode 6 where you see the demise of this kind of the corruption that's been going on. So
and episode 6 is a little more. It definitely gets slower compared to episode 5.
Yeah,
it's definitely more fleshed out. You get a lot more information. We were discussing earlier, I felt like everything happened in episode 6. If we would have been in episode 1, 2, maybe even up to 4, it probably would have happened within the first half hour of the episode. But again, I'm okay with that because I know that the progression of the story, you need a little more fleshed out story than just get all action and just all information. So I figured at some point it was going to slow down.
Yeah, absolutely. And episode 6 was they exposed all the corrupt cops in there. You see that getting cracked down. You see Misty figuring out what's going on. She's digging more into Luke Cage, and then Cottonmouth finally, it all comes crumbling down. Even for Mariah, they embarrass her in a live interview. So you can see all the corruption that's been going on in Harlem is finally like falling apart. So to me, it's like, okay, well then what's next? Because Mariah and Cottonmouth have been the prominent like villains or oppression that they've had in the show so far. So that's why I feel like it's setting it up for Diamondback, either not to show himself, but like his presence as like his goons and his party moving in after Cottonmouth and Mariah are out of the way. I don't know if he's going to make an appearance yet, because we are about halfway through the series. But so, hey, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. We're going back and forth with the speculations of who Diamondback is, and to me, we were discussing, and again, I don't know much about Luke Cage and his villains, and to me, honestly, whether they're black or white, it doesn't really matter. But if the villain is going to be an actor who is white, I swear it's going to be that security guard who probably somehow miraculously got exposed to the chemicals that he did, and now he's a supervillain known as Diamondback. If not, then it's probably a character that we haven't even heard or seen, but just mentioned. So that's my speculation so far, who Diamondback is. Mostly, and I say that mostly because of Shades. If you notice in the episode 6 or 5, where they're up in the stage and he sees and he realizes who Luke Cage really is.
Yeah, that was 5. He
takes off his glasses and he like focuses on him, and then all of a sudden he disappears.
Yeah.
So to me, he said Carl Lucas, and I was like, oh man, all of a sudden he disappears. So he's going back to Diamond.
Yeah.
So Diamond has to know who this guy is for Shades to disappear.
Right.
And the only person that I can think of outside of Shade to his past is that guard.
Is the guard, right.
So
yeah, so it's awesome setup. I mean, it's where are we going from here? I don't know, because like, yeah, so far, like, I feel like what they've given us, like, the process is pretty much complete. Mariah, they haven't arrested her yet, but we know Cottonmouth's pretty much going to be going through the trial. I don't know. They definitely tied the greater universe of the Netflix series that's leading to The Defenders by having Rosario Dawson's character in there, and she's mentioning Daredevil, and then you see Jessica Jones' best friend, like, in that little the monologue that she had in the beginning of episode 6. So they're definitely bringing them all together, which is going to lead to next year's The Defenders, which has me really excited, and I am loving Luke Cage.
Yes.
Like I said, even though these episodes are a bit slower, still very well done. I'm loving everything about it.
Yeah, and like just to add on to the series, because it was much slower, it allowed me to take the time to appreciate the cinematography.
Yeah.
And I know we don't really, when we talk about recaps or we're talking about reviews and all that, we really don't talk a whole lot about the cinematography, but I do want to mention that a lot of it, the colors that they use throughout the series, it's fascinating to me, because even though we don't have the traditional, and they did do a little thing where him wearing the yellow shirt, and he had the little helmet when he escaped from prison.
They showed all that.
They showed all that, but you don't actually see him wear the suit. Although if you watch the series, every time they show Luke Cage, it's always yellow light. There's always some level of yellow on him to represent who that character is, or at least the colors of Luke Cage. So to me, it's fascinating. Even Cottonmouth has a lot of reds and darks. Yeah. So I'm really loving the cinematography. It just really amplifies the story overall.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we're 6 episodes in. We're loving it. We're pretty much at the halfway point, and I'm excited to see what's to come. Let us know what you guys think. You know, did we miss something? Did you guys like something? Did something stick out to you?
Let us know.
Yeah, we're gonna go get some coffee, so we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, guys.
Peace out.
Well, hey, Film Freaks, if you guys enjoyed watching our video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe.
And go ahead and check out some of our other videos. Do it now.
What's the matter with you? Do it now.
Do it.
It's not a tumor.